Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be doing a full face of LA Colors makeup. And these are LA Colors products from both the Dollar Tree and the slightly more pricier LA Colors products from like Dollar General, Family Dollar, all that kind of thing. And some are older products and then some are more recent purchases. Of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming back for another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain beauty channel. What I mean by that is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other beauty channels like to do. I just like to keep it at the bargain price point. So the closer to $1, the better. I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family and community here on YouTube. And I will have related content, as I always do, down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch more content like this. So yeah, we got a full face of makeup to put on, so without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So this is kind of not a forgotten product, but I haven't used it in a while because I have been brunette for a couple years, and I purchased this back when I was blonde last time. So this is just the LA Colors brow pencil you find at Dollar Tree. This is in dark blonde. I like these because it has a little brush on the lid, and you guys know, if you've been with me, you know I love the brow products you get at Dollar Tree. Color's really nice. It's kind of a little weird using a dark blonde. The lightest shade I've been using also by LA Colors lately has been the Browy Wowie that I got at like Family Dollar, Dollar General some time ago, and I've been using it here lately. It's in soft brown, so it's kind of a lighter brown. So I wanted to do something a little different today. I do need to tweeze my brows, so I'm about a week into using the Grande Lash and Grande Brow products to kind of give myself some fuller brows and lashes, and so far so good. I'm noticing more of and granted you have to use the products for like 3 and 4 months, but I am noticing, I think, a difference in my lashes. Now, you know, your lashes and brows go through like a cycle, but I do feel like as of yet my lashes are a little bit longer and a little bit fuller, but I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna fall out, and then you have to kind of wait for the next round of lashes to grow in before you really start to see an effect. I think it's similar with the brows as well. So there we go. It's really hard to go overboard with this. This is definitely a very much lighter shade than I'm accustomed to wearing. It's very, very natural. It has a little bit of like a mustard undertone, if that makes sense. But then again, like I said, I'm really not afraid to use some of my darker brow products. Being blonde, I'm not afraid of having darker brows, but it is nice to be able to use this, especially for a more natural look right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the LA Colors Conceal and Correct in yellow. I'm trying to use this up. This is just about gone, and I'm gonna use it to clean up my brows. So I'm gonna put some on one of these flat, Sassy Chic brushes. And I know I told a Dollar Diva I'm terrible at showing you guys what brushes I use. This is one from Sassy Chic. I think it's labeled as a eyeshadow brush. I find it to be a little bit better of like a concealer brush. So I just recently tested a full face of makeup from Dollar General and Five Below, and basically the products were LA Girl and LA Colors. And LA Girl had a concealer that I used. It was a yellow concealer, and I really feel, and it was $5, and I really feel like it was very comparable. I feel like this here is really very comparable, and this is something at the Dollar Tree. Here we go. So we'll use that also later to conceal as well. So of course I do have an eyeshadow primer that is from LA Colors. I cannot find it currently, so I'm just gonna use the AOA Studio Shadow Stay Primer. I actually like the LA Colors one better than this. So I'm actually gonna be going back into that LA Colors Invite Only palette because there are 20 shades, and I used it for the first time a video or 2 ago, and so I wanna try to do another look. So here it is. This was $6.35, I believe, at Dollar General. They've recently since changed the packaging. I think the old packaging was black. And it's just this really neutral palette, you guys. So I went into a few of the shades last time. I have no idea what I'm gonna do today. I might do something a little bit more taupe. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here up into my crease. That is a shade I did not use last time. And so this brush here, this is an IT Cosmetics brush. I do love IT brushes from Ulta. If you do wanna make like a splurge purchase on brushes, Ulta IT brushes are always really good. This is an all over shadow brush. I'm just gonna blend this all over my lid up into the crease. I found these to be very blendable, very buildable shadows. Look at that, that just goes on really smooth and nice. There we go, that's gonna give us a nice base for our other shadows. I was sent a brush set from a Dollar Diva, and I'm gonna go in with a slightly more compact brush like this. I don't really know the name of it, and I'm gonna go into this darker shade right here and just kind of smoke it out. I will have some brush videos linked down below where I go a little bit more in depth as to how you choose makeup brushes. And I've done some videos where I explain, generally speaking, the shorter, denser bristles help you deposit more color. Longer, less dense bristles, a little bit better for blending in a lighter application. So I'm gonna take that first brush and just kind of blend. See, we're building that up real nice. And then for shimmers, I like to use a brush like this, something that's flat. This one here is from Dollar Tree. I think I'm gonna go into that shade right there. It's like a shimmery taupe. Pack that onto the brush, and then I always spray with setting spray. I'm not brand specific, I just use whatever it is I have. That is gorgeous. This palette, y'all, is so nice. If it were $10, it would be a steal. This is actually something I found at the Dollar Tree a few years ago. It's the St. Ives Face Mist. It's the Spritz a Little Zing with sparkling orange scent, and I'm just spraying that on my brushes. Here we go, that's looking really nice. I'm gonna go back with that other brush and go into that darker shade and just really kind of blend that shimmer, that line right there. So I'm gonna stop right there for right now. We're gonna move on to liner, lashes, face, and then we'll come back and add some finishing touches to the eyes. Smoke out underneath, put an inner corner highlight, all that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna add a coat of mascara. I am gonna be putting on some LA Colors Dramatalash Lashes. And I don't have an LA Colors mascara because generally I just don't like them, to be honest. At least the ones from Dollar Tree. So this is from either Temu or Shein. It's the CMaadu, CMaadu or CMaadu. I don't even know how to say it, but it's a lengthening mascara. And it is, the packaging is very similar to the Maybelline Falsies. The mascara itself is not that great, but I'm just gonna put a coat on and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna just now add some liquid liner. This is just the LA Colors eye marker in black that you can find at the Dollar Tree. It's a pretty good liquid liner. And we're just gonna do a little bit of a wing. So I used these in my last testing new makeup video. These are the LA Colors Dramatalash Lashes. These come through to the pack with a lash glue, and they were $5. So really a very good deal at Dollar General. It makes each item $1.25, I guess. And you can see I used the top pair, and I did have to trim some of the length off of them because they were a little too long for my eye. So I will have my lash tutorial link down below. Right now I'm just gonna apply some glue to my lashes, and then we're gonna let this glue get tacky because you don't ever wanna just go ahead and just start putting them on your eye after you put the glue on. That's one of the secrets and tricks to putting lashes on. You wanna let that glue set up for just a little bit. So in the meantime, I'm gonna put on some face primer. And I haven't used this in quite a while. I hate a glue that comes in a tube because I end up getting it all on my fingers. I do prefer a brush-on glue. So I've had this for a little while. This was part of a spring collection, of course, that LA Colors had maybe 3 years ago now at Dollar Tree. It's an LA Colors face primer, and I haven't used this in a little while. Like I said, I have an eyeshadow primer. I just cannot find it at the moment. And I'm still waiting for that glue to get tacky, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my color corrector. Generally, concealer I would put over my foundation. Color corrector I like to put under, so I'm just gonna go in with that LA Colors Conceal and Correct. This is my favorite concealer at the Dollar Tree. One of them. I do like the Be Pure concealers as well. Take my concealer brush. I know there's like all these different ways to like apply concealer now. You know, that's supposed to make you look younger and lifted and all that stuff, and I don't know. I'm just really kind of set in my ways a bit. I think a lot of us are like that. We kind of just, I mean, I've picked up some new things here and there, but generally we kind of do makeup the way we're used to. So there we go. Concealer is on, and I would say these lashes are about ready. And I really like these lashes. I do prefer a half lash, personally, as of recently, but these seem to be really lightweight and really nice. I've been wearing LA Colors lashes for years and they have come a long way. Okay, so lashes are on, and now we're gonna move on to foundation. So I used this in my last testing new makeup video. It's the LA Colors Skin Tint. I got the shade Natural Beige, and I really liked this, you guys. I'm gonna apply it with a foundation brush. I'm gonna go kind of light. I'm gonna start at the center of my face. A lot of you all kind of let me know about this product, and a lot of you all like it. I think it was, God, how much was it? I think it was $4.50 at my Dollar General, and it has such a beautiful finish. So far, really liking the skin tint. So last time I used the skin tint, I used an LA Girl powder. But since this is all LA Colors makeup, I'm just gonna go in with my trusted LA Colors pressed setting powder. This is in Nude. This is just something from Dollar Tree. And really not a bad little powder for $1.25. Just started hitting pan. They got a few different shades. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm just gonna set this down just a little bit. Just wanted to set that down just a little bit. So I'm gonna add blush and then bronzer. So this is just an LA Colors cream gel blush. This is something I bought a few years ago. I think I bought every single shade. This is the shade Tainted Love. It's just this pink shade, and I'm gonna see if this might be a little too light for my skin. We're gonna go ahead and try it though. I'm gonna use my stippling brush, because I don't know if this is gonna be too light for me. Kind of is. It's kind of giving a nice little light blush finish, I guess. Probably not the best color for me, so I may go ahead and let this go. But they do make a really great liquid blush. This might be better for my skin more in the wintertime. I don't know, let me know what you think. So now bronzer. This is from, I think, either Family Dollar or Dollar General from maybe about 3 years ago or so. Just the LA Colors bronzer. This is in Beach Babe. And I'm just gonna apply this with a big fluffy brush. I like to start on under my chin. LA Colors makes great bronzing products. Well, their blushes are pretty top-notch too. Even all their stuff at the Dollar Tree. If you've been with me, you know I love a lot of those types of products that they make. There we go, just a nice light bronze. And for highlight, this is something I've had for a good long while. It's the LA Colors highlighter that they sell at Dollar Tree. This is in Glow Time. And I don't really see, I see these still, and they're in the same like names, like they still have the same names, but they're just darker anymore. They're not, I don't know if you can still get these exact shades that they had a few years ago, but these are amazing if you do see them and you didn't know. They kind of went viral back when like they first came out. So now we're gonna go back to the eyes as we always do. I'm gonna add an under the brow bone highlight. And there's really not a good one in this palette except maybe a little bit of these whites. I don't know, maybe I just won't do it, or maybe I'll just go a little bit into the white. Just try to go really, really, really modest. I can tend to go a little crazy. For the inner corner highlight, I'm trying to keep this a little bit more of like a taupe type of an eyeshadow look. So I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this frosty white and just go a little bit into my inner corner with this. That's doing a really nice job. I like to take it and drag it up and in just a little bit, just to kind of brighten up the eye just a little bit. Then I'm gonna smoke out underneath, and I'm gonna go into those two matte shades. I'm just gonna kind of blend them and kind of just smoke out underneath my eyes. Tap off my brush. This is another IT Cosmetics brush. It came in a set of 3 with that other brush and then another eyeshadow brush. And like I said, I've had them for years. I really like them. And I like to use this for smoking out underneath. And I always tap off the brush to get rid of any excess so I don't make a mess of my foundation. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some liner to my waterline, and this is something I got at Dollar General or Family Dollar, one of the two. I just sometimes can't remember, and it's been like a couple years. But it's the LA Colors Jumbo Eye Pencil. This is in the shade Sunglasses. It's just like a matte black, and the quality of this is really, really nice. And I'm just going in my waterline. There we go. I'm very, very happy about this eye look. Again, just really, really like this palette. You can just get so many different neutral looks, and it's a steal at $6.35. And I love the packaging too. So now we're just gonna finish off with lips. I do have a lip liner that I got from Dollar Tree. I can't remember what line this was in, but it's the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner. This is in the shade Glam Time. Generally, the LA Colors lip liners at Dollar Tree are never dark enough for my taste. I will pick one up if I think it's gonna be. Generally, I do reach for Ioni at Dollar Tree, but we're gonna go in with this. It's been a long time since I've used this, so we're just gonna see what it does. This may be one of the darker ones I've ever found from LA Colors at Dollar Tree. And then this here I got at Five Below a couple of years ago. And I actually got two shades. I have one that's like a pink shade, and then this is a little bit more of a neutral shade. It's the LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter Lip Gloss. This is in Snuggle. So there we go, kind of just a nice glowy neutral look using all LA Colors makeup, some from Dollar Tree, some from Family Dollar, Five Below, and Dollar General. All super affordable products. So let me know which of these products you have and love. You know I love talking to you all. Definitely check out related content down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.